have so many beautiful cultural arts programs that take place in Polk County, and certainly this next organization is right up there among the community art organizations that always are giving out. We're talking with Arts Ensemble today about the classes and the programs and some of the things that they do in the community. And with us today is artist Richard Powers and artist Deborah Boone.
Hello.
Hello. These two artists do quite a bit at Arts Ensemble, and they are among several artists at Arts Ensemble who make up the residency there. We have Cian Yost, am I correct? And Cian is your youngest resident artist. Tina Clark, Trent Manning, and of course Karen Ratana, who is the founding artist. Am I correct, Richard, in that?
That's right. Yeah.
Rick, can you tell us a little bit about the classes that will take place at Arts Ensemble in the upcoming months?
I have a open studio class that I do every Monday. It's an ongoing class. Also have it available, that's from 10 to 12 in the morning, and then also have it available from 6 to 8 on Monday nights. We're planning on several new classes in the future, coming up for the fall, getting ready. We're wanting to do some plein air classes. We'll go out on location and set up and paint. The classroom facilities there are phenomenal. We've got plenty of room. It's not your ordinary classroom when you go into it. I mean, it's like walking into another world. It's totally, the atmosphere there is just unbelievable. You get a sense of peace, a restful feeling when you go in there. It's not just your normal classroom with tables and easels.
Well, now today we're talking about the classes that are open to the general public, but Arts Ensemble is also a healing arts center and works with organizations such as the Alzheimer's Association, who's actually located there in the facilities, their local offices, as well as local hospitals, cancer centers, those kinds of things. Deborah, talk to us a little bit about what happens in healing arts at Arts Ensemble.
Well, I go out a lot of times and teach on location, such as the last week we did a Bach Tower, hosted a outing for the caregivers, and I had the opportunity to talk to people about yoga and how it helps. As far as being a caregiver, you need to have the respite once in a while, because you're all the time taking care of someone else and you lose yourself. I know this for a fact. So I do that, and at Arts Ensemble I teach yoga in the gallery, which it does have amazing energy there. We're underground. I think that grounds it a lot. And then the beautiful paintings all around.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times with the poses that we do, I tell people to look at a painting, pick out one that you like, that feels good to you. And we do balancing poses on the pictures, and everybody likes that. As far as meditation, when you're in the gallery, it seems like time just passes very fast. So the meditation group can meditate a lot longer.
Right, right. Now, Deborah, you teach visual arts as well as culinary arts, and you are the yoga instructor for Arts Ensemble. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That's a lot of hats to wear.
It is, and luckily I can make my own schedule there. It's an awesome place. They allow me to have that right. And I have classes. You can go to the website and see when my classes are. I do glass painting as well as watercolor. We teach about nutrition. I have a large garden now, so I bring a lot of plants, green-based plants, and cook. You know, not really cook, but we eat a lot of raw. But teach people about the nutrition in the plants.
Well, you know, at Arts Ensemble, you can go in there just about any day and there's something brand new taking place in there. The most recent resident artist that came in was Trent Manning, and his work is award-winning, and of course everybody kind of, if you're in the local art community, not so local anymore because he's so very talented, you see some really interesting things at Arts Ensemble. Rick, can you tell us a little bit about some of the artists that are there that are painting that are in the residency?
Of all of them that are there, Trent is special to me. I mean, I've known Trent since 2001, I think was when we first met, and he's just a phenomenal person as well as an artist. Deborah is phenomenal, and all of the hats that she wears,
right,
and the things that she does, and the way she touches people is phenomenal. Tina, in her own right, she's a very special person.
Now, her art style is a little different than yours, is it
right.
not?
Absolutely.
Totally.
I told Tina, I said, you know, abstract art, I love it, certain parts of it. I appreciate the talent that it takes to put it together, but I don't understand it.
Right.
I'm a realist. I paint what I see, what
right.
I feel. And abstract art, there's a special place for it.
It is. There
and
is.
it touches a lot of people's lives, and
right.
it takes a special talent to put it together. I had a friend of mine that tried to get me to, several years ago before I ever became part of Arts Ensemble, to try doing it. There's no way.
That's funny.
I couldn't do it. Sienna started painting with me, how many years ago? 4, maybe 5 years ago. She came into my Monday night class, and she'd have more paint on her than she'd have on the canvas. But Sienna's a very special young lady.
Now,
and
Sienna is the
talented.
18-year-old, correct?
Pardon me?
Sienna is the 18-year-old, correct? That's
right,
painting.
Right. She's the youngest that's there. Karen, I can't say enough about Karen. I mean, if it was not for her, we wouldn't be there.
Right.
And Neve, they're two very special people. Karen, I call her my little butterfly because she's all over the world. They travel a lot, and whenever she gets a new piece done, she'll send it to me.
Send a photograph?
Yeah, she'll send it to me. This is my latest piece and all. But Karen used to come down when I had my little frame shop and all. She used to come down and sit for an hour or two talking with me about art, picking my brain for what little bit of knowledge I had about it, and she's just very special.
Kyle's one of our teenagers,
he's
yes.
one of the teenagers, yep. and he's a phenomenal young man, and I look for really good things coming from Kyle. Paul Thomas. Paul is a very special artist. He did a piece. He was showing me. I think he was 14 years old when he did it
right.
with the cypress trees. Just phenomenal, and he's a very special person.
So there's a lot of artists that are out at Arts Ensemble that are constantly working and giving back in the community.
Absolutely.
Talk a little bit about what you do at Arts Ensemble that is truly outreach from Arts Ensemble, but is of absolute art benefit to the school system.
Well, I go out to our children's school in Lake Wells. I did a culinary class out there it was around Halloween, so I made the worm cake and taught all the kids how to make worm cake and give them, the tools to go home and make that for their family for dessert. And they were, just the excitement that happens when you go out and do that. And then we also go out and teach art. We bring the different projects to that. We do the caregivers. I teach yoga to caregivers, and that's free at Arts Ensemble. And we have that on our schedule this year, or this summer coming up. We're starting free to caregivers, and also Alzheimer's patients. And that's one of the reasons I'm involved in the Arts Ensemble, was my mother's an Alzheimer's patient, and I brought her out there for Tina to work with. And I haven't left. I haven't left,
well,
and my hats keep piling on.
Growing. Well, most of the artists that are at Arts Ensemble do hold regular jobs, regular everyday jobs, and so they're out there as they can be there. So you're pretty lucky to be able to get out there during the day and as you can. And Rick, it sounds like that's pretty much your full-time everything is out there. Rick, tell us how we can find out more information about taking classes and getting involved at Arts Ensemble.
All of the class schedules, or all of the classes that's going to be scheduled, will be posted on Arts Ensemble's website as well as my own personal website.
Okay.
And they can go to those two sites and see what is available. Also, they'll be in the Ledger, the articles about Levy Harrison has a workshop coming up June the 30th. And we're encouraging anybody that knows Levy and what a talented artist he is to come and participate in his workshop. But they will be scheduled and they will be publicized in various forms.
Deborah, tell us a little bit about some of the socials. You're also a culinary artist and you teach a lot of culinary classes, and you're the preferred caterer for a lot of organizations in our community. And you actually do socials that happen and take place at Arts Ensemble. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Arts Ensemble is a real fabulous venue for any occasion that you want to do. The ladies from the FAB organization is going to hold their social there in June. FAB meaning Females Advancing Business, and it's growing. Every time I go to their luncheon, it gets bigger and bigger. So they're a great group of ladies. We have also had music videos out there, and we plan on having some more. I have some rappers coming to me and asking me, can we make a video downstairs? This is so cool. And what else are we doing out there? Parties. We've had anniversary parties and engagement parties. And we have a real exciting Halloween coming up. We're going to do some Halloween things because it could be a spooky place down there.
Could be a spooky place.
I think it's going to be really spooky.
It's got an amazing energy for sure. I have visited Arts Ensemble many times, as you well know, and I get down to the gallery about once a day. The energy there is absolutely dynamic, and the facilities are very interesting and very off the beaten path. So a lot of cool things could happen there. So everything from education and healing arts and instructional programs to opportunities to host socials and just share the beauty that's at Arts Ensemble with your guests can take place at this facility.
Right. It's awesome.
Wonderful. I'd like to thank Rick and Deborah, artists from Arts Ensemble, for coming out today and talking to us about the wonderful classes that are upcoming in the fall and the facilities and all the great stuff that you guys are doing out there at Arts Ensemble. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
If you would like more information on Arts Ensemble, do visit www.artsensemble.com or call the gallery at 863-293-2700. Be sure to know that you always have an opportunity to volunteer with this organization, to reach out and give back to this organization, to sponsor one of the artists, to just come out and hang out and enjoy the gallery, or to participate in a class. Again, contact them at www.artsensemble.com or 293-2700.